Hello, middle schoolers. My name's Carla. I work with Running Start at Whatcom Community College, and I want to tell you a bit about college and how all this stuff works. There's a lot of terms that you hear, there's a lot of things you hear people talking about with college, and we don't expect you to understand it all. So, I'm going to give you a little quick rundown on how it all works and how Whatcom Community College and potentially Running Start can fit into your plan. And, I'm not going to worry about high tech stuff today. We're going to go old school with the whiteboard. So, let's talk about how much time it's going to take you to get through school. So, if you think about the years of your life, this is high school, right? 4 years of high school for you. Then, if you want to go on, you can have another 4 years for a bachelor's degree. You might have heard that term before. So, a bachelor's degree is typically 4 years long. Sometimes it takes longer, kind of depends on what you're studying and how quickly you want to make it through there. So, then maybe you want to keep going and you'll get maybe a professional degree, or maybe you'll want to keep going for another year and get a master's degree, or maybe another year and get a doctorate degree. And by that I mean something like a PhD or a law degree, something like that. If you want to get a medical degree, it's longer. So maybe you want to do all that, maybe you don't want to do all that. Let's just say you want to get your bachelor's degree. How does that work? Well, where does Whatcom Community College fit in here? If you go like this, another thing that you can do is what's called an associate's degree. And an associate's degree is actually just part of that bachelor's degree. So 2 years of an associate's, you transfer that on to a university, do 2 more years, and you can finish a bachelor's degree. So that associate's degree is what's offered at Whatcom Community College. So what about Running Start? Where does that fit in? If you want to save some time, watch this. If you decide to do Running Start, what happens is this. So instead of your last 2 years of high school being at high school, those 2 years are spent at Whatcom Community College getting your associate's degree. So really, it takes 2 full years out of this whole process. So instead of taking 8 years from freshman year to end of bachelor's degree, it might only take 6 years. Amazing, right? You don't have to do it that way because maybe you don't want to spend all of your junior and senior year at the college. You don't have to. You could just do part-time. You could go to 1 class at the college, 2 classes at the college. You don't have to be full-time, but the more time you spend with college classes, the less time you'll spend in the long run getting to your degree. So, what about high school? You don't have to give up high school. This is the cool part. You can still be a college student. You can still play high school sports. You can still be in the play. You can still go to the dances. You do all of those things that a high school student does during those 2 years of Running Start, and you get to do everything that the college has to offer because you're considered a college student as well. So this can save you a lot of time or a little time, however you want to do it. The other really amazing part is that while you're taking those classes at the college, you're not paying for them. So the tuition is free. There's still some fees that you would need to pay, but the big part of what college costs is already paid for you. So not only are you saving the time for those 2 years, you're also saving the money. So keep that in mind. Also, realize that sometimes the high schools have programs where you can get college credits through your high school also. So if you hear things like college in the high school, college in the classroom, AP or advanced placement, those work the same way, where you can get college credits while you're still in high school and have those count toward this timeline also. So just something for you to think about as you're going through high school. Imagine what it might be like to take some college classes while you're still in high school, save some time, save some money. As you get closer during probably your sophomore year of high school, come see me and we'll tell you all about the details. But this is just a general overview for you to see how things work. So hope it was helpful. Thanks, guys.